Chapter 34, Fifth Wheel and Hitching Devices, Day 1, Video 10, Maintenance. So again, part of our routine maintenance that we would do, just as we're doing the truck, as it pertains to the fifth wheel plate here, is cleaning and lubricating. So the surface, the flat surface here on the fifth wheel plate is where the trailer, the bolster plate rides along there. So we've got lots of surface area there. So we want to make sure that there's fresh grease or a proper amount of grease on that, the flat part there, so that the trailer will easily rotate around the fifth wheel plate. If we've got a married tractor trailer, specific use for it, and they are never separated, well, as part of the routine service, we will want to break the trailer away from the tractor so we can clean, lubricate, inspect, and do some maintenance on this fifth wheel plate. So we've got some extreme pressure grease that we would put on that surface of the fifth wheel plate, and then some grease zerks here in different areas to lubricate pivot pins, mechanisms and stuff inside there. Some of it may be some grease as for assembly, or we put a little grease or maybe some oil or some spray lube in there. Different types of lubricants we might put on that, the sliders for the sliding fifth wheel plate. If we're going to do an inspection, we want to look for damage to the fifth wheel plate, bent, cracked, or something like that. We've got cast fifth wheel plates. We've got steel fifth wheel plates. So we need to make sure they're not broken or cracked or something like that, or some broken welds. We've got grease that's on that surface, so the best way, if we're going to inspect that thing for damages or cracks, scrape off some of that old hard grease, hit it with some solvent, and then a pressure wash to get rid of all that grease residue. So now we have a clean plate that we can take a look at to see if there's if it's bent or any cracks or anything like that. And then checking that the locking mechanism, make sure it locks and releases easy enough. We've got some dummy kingpins that we can put into the fifth wheel plate to make sure that the locks are adjusted and they're locking and releasing as needed. And then we need to make sure that we're maintaining the adjustment of the pins for the fifth wheel slider, lubricating those, and then making sure those pins slide in and out of the locks in the slider so that they fully engage and fully release.